This is Michiana's breaking news and weather station. MNC. On News Talk 95.3, 101.9 FM, and 1340 AM, your MNC nation stations.
Good morning. Welcome to Monday. It's September the 16th, 2024. I'm John Zimney of the MNC News Center, and the news getting started now with our top local stories on Michiana's Morning News. A man charged with attempted murder has had his trial pushed back.
Emiliano Garcia Verrios' wife had received a call in December from the Elkhart County Jail, telling her that William Pritt IV was being released from jail. Pritt had been arrested a few days prior on a battery charge against the woman. According to the Goshen News, Pritt was in a relationship with Garcia Verrios' 14-year-old daughter, though he and his wife did not approve. Shortly after Pritt was released from jail, deputies responded to a call of a shooting in Middlebury where Pritt and his father had been shot. Pritt told police that when he got home from jail, Garcia Verrios and another man approached him, and that Garcia Verrios started shooting at him. Garcia Verrios was charged with attempted murder and criminal recklessness. His jury trial is rescheduled for March 3rd. Alyssa Foster, MNC News.
A 21-year-old from Shipshewana faces revised charges in a crash that killed his passenger in November of 2022. Cameron Wolf allegedly had marijuana and cocaine in his system when he drove into an intersection and caused the collision. His passenger, Adam Maxon Jones, died. Wolf was initially charged with causing death while driving and marijuana possession, but new charges now include operating a vehicle with a controlled substance in his blood. His jury trial is set for January. A Goshen man was killed after being struck by a motorcyclist on County Road 13.
It happened early Saturday evening on 13, north of County Road 32. Investigators say 64-year-old Ray Wenger was hit by the Harley-Davidson when he unexpectedly entered the motorcycle's path, according to the Elkhart County Sheriff's Office. Wenger was airlifted to South Bend Memorial Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The motorcyclist, who was not wearing a helmet, was taken to Elkhart General Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The motorcyclist was cited. Tommy Lee, MNC News.
A high-speed chase in Goshen has led to the arrest of an Elkhart man. That incident started around 12:30 Thursday morning when Goshen police tried to stop 31-year-old Eric Roll's motorcycle for running a stop sign in North 5th Street and East Clinton Street. Roll sped off, prompting the pursuit that ended near County Creek Road and County Creek Circle, where he was caught. After being medically cleared, he was booked into the Elkhart County Jail on a slew of charges. Experts predict a steady drop in gas prices, putting the national average below $3 a gallon as soon as next month. It's already cheaper than that at a lot of stations around Michiana. But Patrick DeHaan with Gas Buddy says the trend could be reversed by a well-placed hurricane.
If Mother Nature does throw a major storm in the Gulf of Mexico that threatens refineries, we could temporarily see gas prices going up.
The drop right now due to multiple factors, including the summer driving season ending and oil prices falling to their lowest level in 3 years, hitting $65 a barrel last week. And it's hot in Indiana this week, but before you know it, the cold weather and the snow will be back in northern Indiana.
INDOT is currently looking for people with valid CDLs who want to help serve their fellow Hoosiers this winter. They're seeking workers for snow and ice removal and for general highway maintenance tasks. INDOT is hosting in-person interviews on Tuesday, September 24th from 10 to 3 at 4 locations, including the LaPorte and Plymouth offices. You can learn more at indotjobs.com. Derek Decker, MNC News.
Well, shots were fired outside of Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach, Florida yesterday while former President Trump was golfing at the 5th hole of the course.
Hole 5 and hole 6. Those holes are parallel to a public street. That's where the investigation is going on right now. That's where FBI and investigators are posted up. Now, former President Trump told Brett Baird that he was on hole 5 when he was quickly taken away off a golf cart into the clubhouse. Secret Service said that agents are always one hole ahead of the former president to make sure the area is cleared. The Secret Service said an agent on that golf course noticed that a rifle was pointed at a chain link fence along the course, and that's when agents shot at the suspect who fled.
And that's Fox's Dana Marie McNichol reporting. The suspect's been identified as Ryan Wesley Routh. We've posted his picture and info about his background at 953mnc.com. One person was killed on Tealsdale Lake Street near Robbins Lake Road in Cass County over the weekend. The vehicle was speeding when the driver lost control, flipped the car, and slid down an embankment before hitting the tree late Friday night. The driver died at the scene. Passenger suffered minor injuries. Authorities suspect alcohol and drugs may be factors. The driver was not wearing a seatbelt, police said. And NDOT officials and Kosciuszko County Court Commissioners have opened the new County Road 1300 North rail overpass. That overpass over the Norfolk Southern Railroad in Milford was a $10 million safety improvement program funded with the help of the NDOT Local Tracks Rail Overpass Program. Construction began last year and it just ended last month. NIPSCO customers might soon have to pay more for electricity.
The utility company has asked state regulators to approve a rate increase. If the increase is approved, the average residential customer's electric bill would go up by about 22%, which is roughly $32 more per month. According to NIPSCO's officials, the request is mainly due to investments in renewable energy and infrastructure upgrades. Victor Garcia, MNC News.
Q&A sessions will take place for St. Joseph County residents interested in the new property tax credit for those 55 and older. The credit, which was approved last year, limits tax increases to 2% annually for the next 3 years. To qualify, homeowners must have lived in their primary home for at least 10 years. Representatives from the auditor's office and the assessor's office will be available to answer questions. And those questions and answer sessions start this afternoon. An illegal immigrant's been sentenced in U.S. District Court in South Bend after pleading guilty to illegal re-entry and failure to register as a sex offender.
According to court documents, 39-year-old Jose De Leon Medina of Mexico was convicted of child molesting in 2019, which required him to register as a sex offender. After De Leon Medina completed his sentence for the crime, he was removed from the United States and returned to Mexico. 2 months later, ICE officials learned De Leon Medina had illegally re-entered the U.S. and was living in Goshen. De Leon Medina had also failed to register as a sex offender. He's been sentenced to 24 months in prison. Derek Decker, MNC News.
A South Bend mother is behind bars after allegedly running over her 8-year-old daughter at Cedar Glen Apartments back in August. 27-year-old Jasmine White says her children regularly play a game where they race to the car. She locks the doors and pretends she's going to leave them behind. Documents say the 8-year-old victim held onto the door handle as White drove between 15 to 20 miles per hour. A 31-year-old Tippecanoe woman's in the Marshall County Jail after authorities received information of an alleged abuse situation. A search warrant revealed the possession of meth, drug paraphernalia, and unsafe and unfit living conditions. Scan Kinsey was arrested and is facing drug and child neglect charges while her 4 kids are in protective custody. Well, the stigma about marijuana use is disappearing in a puff of smoke among some older residents in Michigan.
More than 1 in 4 older Michigan residents say they used pot, a number that is higher than the national average. Bridge, Michigan reports that those users say they're seeking relief from pain or looking to improve their mood. But research from the University of Michigan National Poll on Healthy Aging says they're also taking risks, with signs of addiction on the increase as well. And as many as 1 in 5 are likely driving under the influence of pot. The poll surveyed Americans 50 and older and also showed that more than half of the respondents had discussed the use of marijuana with their doctor in Michigan at 56%, compared to 42% nationwide. Tommy Lee, MNC News.
You can cast your vote with confidence this fall by checking out the candidates and their platforms from all the hot races around Shipshewana before the November election at the all-new HoosierVote.com, sponsored by Shield Exteriors and also by Burton's Laundry.
Mostly sunny skies, and again, we're talking some high heat. We get up to 88 this afternoon. Mostly sunny skies, light winds out of the east. Then for tonight, we drop down into the 50s still, down around 58. We still stay with the low humidity. And then as we head into tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, we're back up to temperatures around 85. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
95.3 MNC's Noise is set for Saturday, October 26th, and our special guest this year is Rob Schmidt, host of Rob Schmidt Tonight on Newsmax. For tickets, check out 953mnc.com, thelerner.com, or the Lerner box office. It's presented by Wilson and Kinsman and 95.3 MNC.
Podcasts by Federated Media.